4th and 5. 4th and 5, 4th and 6 maybe. It's on the 44-yard line, our own. Tanks drop it, line up in punt formation. Christensen taps low, gets it off, and it's kicked back, and it's caught. Valentine catch it. He's got a wall set up, and he's, flipped up by Dylan Coons.
Oh, we got a punch thrown.
Oh, whoa. And we've got some extracurricular activity. That is number there. Wow. Dang. That looks like number 16. That is Deshaun Locke. Him and somebody are getting into it there. And, and that was a good, right. And that's going to be on the Lightning and on the Tanks. So they're going to offset there. That's one area we have not been good at, averaging around 80 yards a game in penalties this year. And Coons practically German suplexed him, but, Valentine got right up and I was just going to compliment the sportsmanship shown, and then that happens.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well. And all right, so the Lightning are taking over. It's going to be 1st and 10. That punt return of about 25 yards puts them at the Tanks' 40-yard line. And they're coming out in I form, tight end and wide out to the right, wide out to the left, 2 backs in a straight line behind the quarterback. It's handed off up the middle, and that's Payne. Payne gets nobody has run the ball on us like this. Payne had a nice hole to run through and bulldozes his way for 7 yards.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter.
And at the end of one, the Tanks are trailing 13-0, and the Lightning are threatening to score again. So, guys, it's plain and simple. We are going to have to get our heads in the game.
Absolutely.
This is just, we do not drive this kind of distance, 2+ hours, 3 to 4 for some, 8 for guys like Charles Johnson, who came up here from Georgia to play. I think he's going back down there tonight. He is. He's played hard. He's a good leader on this team. And, Hollywood is just a great, fun person to be around. And bottom line is, folks, we got to get it together, bottom line. And, all right, so now let's see. I'm going to take this opportunity here and thank a few more of our sponsors. Shout out to the Bagby family, by the way, from our friend Rob Rhodes. Shout out to them. All right, so now we are, I'm going to our sponsors. I'm picky we don't miss anyone because, they do a lot of good for us.
Absolutely.
And let's see, page is loading up. But one in particular I remember, Masterworks Jewelry, Carver Chiropractic.
Is it Cars R? I can't remember. Tires R Us.
Tires
there
R Us.
We go.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, we thank you and we sincerely appreciate your support. And the Lightning are back out. They're coming out in I form, 2 backs in the line behind the quarterback. Tight end and a wide out to the right, wide out to the left. It's handed off to Payne up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles, and he's pounding his way. He's not going down. He gains about 10 or 12 yards, gets down to about the 20-yard line. And we've got some extracurricular activity going on. Some players telling a Lightning and a Tanks player telling each other how much they love each other after the play. And that's going to give the Lightning another first down and puts them just about in the red zone. So if they're not careful, we're going to be down 21-0 here.
Yeah, not a good thing to be in.
And Tanks shift the defensive front down. I form again. Ball's handed off up the middle. Looks like Masterson, he gains about 7 yards.
They are moving the ball at will on us. And
gosh. this is just, I mean, this is bad. Wow. And this is, you know, when you travel poorly, this is what you get. I mean, this is definitely not the same team that played. And I know some things like Joe being hurt are bad, but, you know, it's very much, you know, I mean, the Lightning are more, I mean, and the Lightning right now have 13 points, and they average 25 a game. I mean, and, you know, so this is very much I mean, they're good, but they're not. Oh, wow. Payne again. 2nd and 1. He gets the first down. And we're at 13:08 to go in the second and trailing 13-0. And that's going to move into 1st and goal on about the 10. So,
well, they have shown that Payne is a key factor to this team. I mean, he is like running the ball at will on us.
Yeah, Payne is an absolute monster out there. Yeah. And we got a timeout, Tanks. Thank goodness I'm not in that huddle with Brian Roten. I would not to want to be. I know he is very angry, and I can't say a bit I blame him, Nick.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, that is Brian Roten's the type of coach, because he expects if you're performing anything under 100%, then you know you're not performing right. He is very tough and very much, and that's a good quote, because he's a coach that also has the players' backs. It's that type of coach. When they give up on the players, that's when it's when they stop doing what they're doing, that's when it's a concern. But Roten is very, very good. I mean, hopefully that's in the case tonight, but Roten in his 62 games of coaching has only had one person, Rob Givens of the Butler County Broncos, rush for 100 yards on one of his defenses. So, I mean, they are just very, very stout. But tonight, I mean, a team that has I wouldn't be surprised if the Lightning keep playing like this. They might run for more than all the other teams combined have, because this team has been stellar.
Yeah, they're just running the ball at will. Mm-hmm. And the defensive line, it just looks like they're getting manhandled, and it's just not fun to watch. I mean, it's fun to watch, but it's not to be on the receiving end. It's not really fun to watch.
It's fun on Madden, but no. And ball's handed up on the middle to Smith, and Smith gains. I mean, you know, I want to say, I mean, what a great back Payne is, and that he is, but I mean, it don't matter who's going back there. They're just giving it to him 5 yards. I mean, that's all they have to do. And now it's 2nd and 5 on the goal. Lightning running, hurry up. They're back in the eye again. Ball's handed off to the fullback, to Dean gets it, and he gets tackled in the backfield. I mean, that's the thing. And, Nick, you could tell, like, the way they're lined up. I mean, Brian Roten had this team well prepared. I mean, this is very much, you know, they're ready. I mean, he knew what they were coming in and doing today. You can tell how that line's pinching down. I mean, they're doing everything practically to try to stop this. So, all right, it's 11:54 to go in the second. Tanks trailing 13-0. Lightning have the ball, 3rd and 5 on, 3rd and about, 5 on the goal line. And they're out in I form again, tight end to the right, wide out to each side. Ball's handed off up the middle, and he's met at the line.
He's not going to get much.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do here? Do you go for it, or do you?
Me personally, if I'm the Lightning, I definitely go for it. Even though, because you look at the Cincinnati Dukes, I mean, the Tanks were trailing 12-6 in the second half. I mean, they were trailing 12-6 with under 2:30 to go, and just like that, it's 28-12 at the end of the game. Even though the Tanks are not, even though their offense is struggling. They've had a defensive touchdown in every game. They've had several touchdowns scored on special teams. So I would definitely, me personally, I would probably go for it here to try to deliver a knockout punch. We first shout out to J&S again. They're really, really getting it here. They've got, Payne right now because he's been hurt. Am I correct?
Yeah, he was hurt there a couple games. I think he's only actually played maybe 4.
Okay, yeah, because he's rushed 100 yards for his best game. It was against the Stealth where he ran for 140 yards on 14 carries, and and he's had 112 on the Tornadoes and then 102 on the Gladiators, who have quite a defense. So he's definitely a legit running back.
Yeah, he's a legit threat.
And all right, and the Lightning are doing, Nick, they're going to go for it. 4th down and 3. So it's Masterson's in the backfield and Dean. And looks like Dean's at fullback. And the Tanks loading the line up. Looks like they're going to blitz a corner. Pitch to Masterson, and he's brought down. He's not going to get it. It looks like the ball might have come out. They're fighting for it. Looks like their Tanks player ran out of there with it, but it looks like they're going to say it was down, so guys were fighting for it. And
yeah, that's the benefits of going for it on 4th down inside the 5-yard line. If you don't get it, you pin them deep. But if you do get it, you score 6. So it's basically a win-win situation for the offense. Sure, they would want 6 points, but the best thing you can do is turn it over and have the other team be pinned up inside their own 5.
Right. We definitely have to come out. All right. Well, now we're coming out, and let's see. We're going to stick with. We're going to timeout. Timeout. Well, during this timeout, we'll take the opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors. We got Reasonable Roofing Constructions. Let's see, did you say Yellow Jacket already?
No, I did not.
Okay, shout out to Yellow Jacket Graphics. Shortcuts Hair Salon, BB&E Inc., Rat Farm Supplies.
Yep, and Tires R Us, obviously.
Yeah.
Called that out. Stakers Drugs, Westside IGA, Ohio Builders and Surplus. Is that how you say it?
Ohio Builders Surplus.
Surplus. Hey, I got it right.
Yeah, good job.
Look at the big brain on Nick. Journey's Auto Parts, Portsmouth Cement and Lime. And my favorite place, the River. Say the River.
Nice.
Noggins Pub, Real Estate Gallery, Linda Johnson. We want to say thank you for being a sponsor of the West Portsmouth Tanks and Roll Tanks.
Right on. We definitely have some good sponsors, and hopefully we'll come together and get our team together and get to playing a little better. We're trailing 13-0 right now with 11:17 to go in the second, and the Tanks are out of timeout. They line up, shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side, back on the right of Snook Martin, and they are on the 5-yard line. So we're going to have to at least get a little bit of breathing room. Lightning showing blitz off the edges. Yeah, they're sending the backers and the corners up. And ball snapped, handed off up the middle. Got a little bit of breathing room there.
They got quite a bit. Nick.
Gains about 5 yards.
Yeah, that was, about 5 yards on the carry. And, I think I'm going to go with 6 as well.
All right, now looks like, is that Luke in the backfield, Nick?
That looks like Luke Brown.
All right, 2nd and 3, Tanks trailing 13-0. Shotgun 2 right outside side, ball snapped above Snook's head. He throws it on the quick out route. It's incomplete.
I think he just threw that just to get rid of it.
Yeah, luckily just outside the tackle box, so that's going to make it 2nd and 3.
He threw it near a receiver as well.